Hey everybody, it is Sunday night and I'm just trying to get a quick water change done on the T Bar tank here. While I've been tinkering around down here working on my waterfall today, I noticed that my T Bar looks like he's got a little spot on the side of his head, and I think it might be another lesion from the hole in the head disease that he was suffering from not long ago. It seemed like it had cleared up, but his color never came back. And then when, again, as I said, I've been in here all day and I noticed that he's still got that sort of spot on his head. So I'm done working on my waterfall. I've got the fan on in the other room. I'm trying to clear the fumes out. Quite frankly, I got a little bit of a headache. I'm a little lightheaded. Probably shouldn't be in here this long. And now I'm being told my battery is about to die. So this was going to be a short video to begin with. I just wanted to do a quick update and let you know that my T-Bar looks like he might have another little lesion developing. So we did a water change, and if you can see the tank heater lying in the Anubias right there, that is simply because I thought the tank felt a little chilly, and I'm just double checking to make sure the heater's still working properly, and I want to try to get the tank temperature up a couple degrees. So I want to get the tank heater situated before I'm done this water change. Now, I did just stick my thermometer in there. I've got a thermal, not a thermal imager, but a thermal gun rather than a floating thermometer, and according to it, the tank is 77 degrees. So that's a little on the cool side for tropical fish, but not much. It's maybe a degree or two colder than it should be. But I don't have any of my tanks up in the 80s where a lot of people keep tropical tanks. Almost all of my fish, there's my T-Bar coming up now. I was hoping he'd come out enough. If you look just above its left eye, you can kind of see that little white speck. And that's what I'm talking about. I believe that is another lesion developing from hole in the head disease. So as I said, I just did another water change. It was fairly significant. You kind of saw where it was. I just started refilling the tank when I started shooting the video. Did a gravel vac, got a lot of that pleco poop out of there. I'm actually considering getting that pleco out of there altogether. It's just a big fish, and it's getting to be quite a big bioload in this little 55-gallon tank. It's outgrowing it rather quickly. I don't see it at the moment. It's in the back in there somewhere. I also noticed my cherry barb, the male cherry barb, was fussing around one of my my Siamese algae eaters down here, the larger of the two. And I wasn't sure what was going on. It was like nipping it, but like all over. And the algae eater was just sort of hovering in the water, almost like it was at one of those cleaning stations, and it was letting the barb groom it. So I've never seen that happen before. It didn't look like it was aggression per se. It wasn't nipping at its fin tips, but it just looked like it was sort of nipping all over its body, and it kept going up around the gills, it kept going around its vent. I almost wondered if the algae eater wasn't laying eggs, just dispersing eggs into the water column, and the little barb, I think we just got a little glimpse of that little red barb in the back there. If you can see that little red cherry barb, I thought maybe the cherry barb was just sort of hovering around and collecting up the eggs as they were being dispersed, but I saw no egg dispersing behavior or anything like that. It was just this weird sort of little grooming by this little cherry barb, and then it just kind of stopped doing it. So don't really know what that was about, but I thought I'd mention it because it was just happening a little while ago, and it was a behavior I've never seen before. And if you'll notice, my heater is on, so we know it's working. The tank feels like it's getting a little warmer. Stick the thermometer in there one more time and see what we're looking at now. So we're still sitting at 77 degrees. So that's kind of what I want to see. If the thermometer's coming on at 77, we'll wait and see where it goes off, and it looks like it's already gone off. So we're probably sitting right around the 77 degree mark on the heater. So I'm going to bump that up just a little bit more tonight, and hopefully we won't make it go up too much like I did before and overheat the tank. I've done that in the past. I didn't realize I'd bumped the heater up so much and just called it a night, and the heater just kept warming and warming and warming overnight. And when I came in the next morning, my wife's tank was very warm. It was 84 degrees probably. I don't know. It felt like bath water, and I had a lot of dead fish in there. So we're gonna make sure we don't do that again, and I'll I'll get on top of that heater. So I'm gonna call it good. I gotta go tend to the water. This water change is almost done, so we're gonna say that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. I do have a lot to talk about with my waterfall. I got a lot done today. I learned a couple of new techniques and tricks as far as waterproofing it and using the silicone. I'm really excited to share my ideas. I know it's going to cause some controversy. I'm going to get a lot of comments and discussion about that, but I've had a really successful day working on my waterfall. And you don't want to miss any of that. So again, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, this one is my T-Bar tank, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.